Check the mic and make sure it sound right.
Hi, I'm DKWILL, and this is DK. We'll talk about it.
I'm going to start this video. I'm going to show Bogey. And every time I talk, Bogey wants to talk.
So I hope you can learn to get used to listening to Bogey. I have. Sometimes I get numb to it, and maybe I don't notice it as much as you do. But if you keep coming back, you'll get used to it too. How you doing? Welcome to the channel. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. We have a beautiful sunny day here today, 55 degrees in the Kansas City area. It was very welcome after some very, very cold single digits and -0 type weather. So that's some sunshine. And I'm talking a little bit about sunny gold right now because I saw this article on X and I decided that's definitely worth talking about. And what the article says is that London gold market defaults on physical gold deliveries. Very timely consideration, this February 3rd article. It said a few days ago, one of the world's largest refineries informed its customers that London warehouses were empty and that the London gold market was dry of liquidity. Wow. Confirmation last Wednesday, the Bank of England published the information that it would be able to deliver the gold currently awaiting delivery only in 4 to 8 weeks. Wow. Something's going to happen in 4 to 8 weeks, folks. The background, Donald Trump had announced even before his election his intention to impose customs tariffs on all imports, even without specifics on this subject. Many investors saw this as an inevitable increase in the price of precious metals. I don't know if that's the case, but I know I've been calling for $5,000 and $10,000 gold ever since I read Jim Rickards' book, The Case for Gold, years ago, probably 10. And I think we're still going to get there. Since the announcement of Trump's victory, the COMEX has been facing exceptionally high gold delivery demands. Yeah, everybody knows we're heading towards gold. And if you've been paying attention to my channel, you'll also know that I've been trying to direct our attention to gold, not just as an informative subject to consider, but because it's also a very wise investment, which is what we're really about here, is protecting our funds and helping them to grow. It says this required a veritable airlift to transfer 393 tons of gold from London's BMA, London's warehouse, to the COMEX vaults in New York, bringing the New York gold stocks to 926 tons. This movement emptied the liquidity available in gold in the Bank of England's vaults. And for those of us who have our ears to the ground, we know that there have been some air flights bringing gold in by the ton. Some think it's getting ready for the Treasury audit of Fort Knox and things of that nature. We shall see. But that's something to consider. If London's gold is gone, right? Continuing on under default, it says, for years, Andrew Maguire has been pointing out that the official rules of the exchange for physical between the COMEX and the London bullion market require delivery within 14 days. He even gave a presentation on this subject in the House of Commons, thus challenging the government. The fact that the Bank of England can only deliver gold before 4 to 8 weeks is, in a way, equivalent to a default. The term failure may seem too blunt, but the reality remains the same. The Bank of England has officially asked other central banks to lend it their national gold, which is supposed to be stored in its vaults. Now, we know I done videos by the ton showing how gold is going to matter, and in fact, gold is going to more than matter. You see, because somebody who's proven to be pretty reliable said over 6 years ago, in answer to a question on December 12, 2018, anonymous, the question, do we have the gold? The answer, yes. Gold shall destroy Fed. Q. Continuing further, it's a confidence crisis. What is happening is dramatic for confidence in the London gold market, which has just proven that the regularly published gold stocks have nothing to do with the reality of the float. That is to say, the gold really available for sale. According to published stocks, a large majority belongs to ETFs, another part held by central banks, family funds, or individuals, and a fraction is also owned by Chinese banks. If the Bank of England defaults on gold and is not able to deliver, it is the entire fiduciary system based on trust that should be deeply shaken, based on fiat, if you really think about it. Recall the bond crisis? The Bank of England announced last week that it had put in place exceptional security measures for the market for gilts, British Treasury bonds. This shows that the central bank anticipates a new crisis of confidence in this sector. Paper gold. 20 million ounces are traded each day, or 100 million ounces per week in the London bullion market. It is roughly a year of production traded each week. 27 million ounces are traded each day on COMEX. Now, here's the staggering facts, folks. 96% of gold traded daily on London and New York markets has no physical reality. It is paper gold or electronic gold, which can never be delivered. Once the 4% of real physical gold has been delivered, what will happen? Will the snowball triggered by Trump's tariff statements turn into an avalanche? Mighty good question, is it not? Let's consider China's game or role in this ordeal. China's banks have offered their clients the option of keeping their cash in gold instead of the yuan, their currency. Remember that a few years ago, Chinese banks bought vaults in London and New York. For several years, they have been agreed by the London and have been investing in gold. Some of their gold is exported to Switzerland, where it's melted down to 1 kilo bars for the Shanghai gold market, the SGE. Another part of the gold is stored in London and New York warehouses, where they continue to give the illusion of the wealth of Western stocks, but their metals are most likely not for sale. On the SGE, when a bar is sold, it must be delivered the same day. This is a physical gold market, not a virtual one. This is pretend, and this is real. And in fact, where is it at? Here it is. Why global investors want access to China's gold market? Because China has grown to become one of the biggest gold trading markets just behind New York and London. In almost 20 years of existence, it has become the world's largest physical gold exchange. So while London's gold is not in the vaults, China is holding a bunch of gold. Is China, which is at the moment celebrating the Chinese New Year, imploding the Western virtual system right now, crushing that market? That's a good question too, isn't it? I would say yes. It would be enough for its banks to ask for delivery on the London and New York markets, where there is already panic, to blow up the whole system. So imagine China saying, we want the gold that you let us buy in your pretend system. What that would do to the price of gold. Gold is currently sitting at almost $3,000 per ounce. And it's not going to stop. It's gone up $885 in a year, or 42.83%. And if you like the content I'm providing, please make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications, and then come back for more DK Will Talk About It. Well, that takes us to Trump and Musk, who say they want to make sure the Fort Knox goal is still there. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not, Trump said. This is a February 20 article of 2025, only 3 days ago. It says here that Donald Trump wants to check that gold at Fort Knox. You're seen in 1974, it was there. Donald Trump told reporters that someone would make sure gold is still in Fort Knox. The Treasury Department already audits the stockpile every year, and all the gold is there, according to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. Well, he should be a new trustworthy appointment, I believe, coming behind Yellen, because he made the statement. Where is it at? Right here. I don't have plans to go to Kentucky, Fort Knox, that is. I can tell the American people on camera right now, there was a report September 30, 2024, all the gold is there. Well, is all the gold there? If we recall, gold will destroy the Fed. And apparently, yes, we have all the gold. So I actually did a video a couple of years ago. It's about gold in a GCR. It's bigger than the Iraqi dinar. And I've done plenty of videos regarding gold and its role that it's going to play, because I believe that gold is going to destroy the Fed. And I believe that we are going to go to a gold-backed monetary system. I believe a lot of things, even my most recent videos. I'll put the cards in this video. I can only do 5, so I'll put the 5 that I think are relevant in this instance. Such as the golden age of XRP. And then back here, a gold bug will likely bring in the gold back money. Gold never gets old as gold gets. I'll try to put the cards in to show that the role that it plays as we head our ways to a new monetary system. And like I say, I'll say and continue to say, you can't trade maple leaves for gold leaves. I'm DK Will. This is DK Will Talk About It. And I've talked about it. Have a wonderful day.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right.